Hey guys, Pilot here. Just coming back for another video. Thought I would give you guys the last of my collection here. I'm going to start with PS2, go to some 64, show you an item I forgot, and then do some shoutouts and little things like that. So I got a lot to go over. So let me start off right away with Final Fantasy X. Awesome game, beautiful game. It turned me on to the Final Fantasy series. It's just a perfect game. Everything is just awesome. There's a reason why it launched with the PlayStation 2. You should definitely play this if you haven't. It's awesome. It's really just awesome. Next is Final Fantasy X2. Bought this game thinking it would be a continuation of the story of X, but it's not. It's completely different. It just uses the same characters. It's a shorter game. Wasn't really well thought out. Just something to throw into the mix while X was still popular. I would just skip this one if I were you guys. Next game, Final Fantasy XII. This is like one of the hardest games I've ever played. I've put in about 50 hours of just grinding, level grinding, and I'm not even close to the end, and it's just impossible. I don't even have the heart to go back to it to try to finish it. It's just incredibly difficult. I don't know about you guys, but, for me, it's just impossible. Next up, Guitar Hero rocks the 80s. Standard Guitar Hero game, nothing really different, just 80s music, which is pretty cool. There's a couple of funny songs like Holy Diver and things like that on this. Worth a play every once in a while, but nothing, epic or crazy awesome. Just a standard Guitar Hero game. Katamari Damacy. Funny game, quirky game, really interesting, different. I really liked it. I became a fan of the series. I have all the games for all the consoles I have. Just, it's a really good game, really fun, something worth checking out. Next up, God of War. Awesome game. Favorite on the PlayStation 2. So is like everybody else. Awesome game. I mean, there's nothing more you could say about it. It's just hack and slash at its finest. Really awesome game. I'm still playing it now, to this day. Next up, God of War 2. Again, sequel to an awesome game, and it happens to be awesome as well. Just a great game. A great game. Can't go wrong playing this. Still playing it today. Just PlayStation 2 perfection. Next up, Shadow of Rome. Definitely an underrated game in my opinion. A lot of fun, really good elements. It came out from Capcom, which again is a good, producer of video games. So definitely worth checking out. Next up, We Love Katamari. Sequel to Damacy. Again, more of the same, nothing really different. Just a sequel to the original. Good game. Nothing bad to say about it. It's just what it is. Next up, Guitar Hero 3. The game that got me started with Guitar Hero. Good game. I liked it. I enjoyed it. I played it a lot. It's a standard Guitar Hero. You know what you get. Rhythm game at its core. Next up, Resident Evil 4. Good game. Fits. It was kind of a departure from the Resident Evil series, really. Nothing like 3 at all. And, 5 kind of branched off of this. And I happen to like 5, even though it doesn't really fit in the Resident Evil universe, per se. But, still a pretty good game. A lot more puzzle solving than 5. It's good. It's a good game. Solid content, solid game for the series. So, I would recommend it. Next up, Shadow of the Colossus. Now, a lot of people really like this game, and for me, it was kind of barren. I mean, there was no enemies to fight. other than like these big bosses, and there was like an X number of bosses. It's like, I don't know, 13 or 14, 15, I don't know, something like that. And you just go from one to the other, taking them on, and that's it. It's, you know, for me, it's a little too empty, and every time you beat a boss, you have this long video sequence that really doesn't show you too much. And the story for me is just lost in trying to figure out ways to beat these bosses. It didn't really do that much for me. But, you know, it was okay. So, for me, you know, standard kind of game. But it's nice to have in the collection nonetheless. Last up, Black. Standard first-person shooter. Nothing really special. I, you know, played it for a little while, and it didn't really stand out to me. So, you know, that was pretty much it for Black. But, you know, that's it. What can you say? Alright, next, I'd like to do a little bit of my 64 collection. It's pretty short, so we'll make it fast. First up, WCW NWO Revenge. Pretty good wrestling game. WrestleMania 2000 is better, but it's okay. We had a lot of fun with this, so I can't complain. Next up, Star Wars Rogue Squadron. Pretty good game. Liked it a lot. I'm not really big on Star Wars games, but it was fun to play, and I had a good time playing. Next up, Pokemon Stadium. I got it because I like the Game Boy game, but when it ported over to the 64, it just, I don't know, it just didn't work for me. I didn't really like it a whole lot. But, you know, it's okay. I played it. It's got its use. Next up, South Park Chef's Love Shack. Really awful game. I like South Park. I thought I liked the game, but I was really wrong. This really is not a good game at all. Next up, Zelda Ocarina of Time. Awesome game. You know, what more is not said about Zelda games? You know, really immersive, especially for a 64 game. Just really awesome. Really awesome game. And last, NFL Blitz 2000. Awesome game. I mean, man, me and my friends played this for hours. Hours. We loved this game, and it was awesome. It's a good football game. It's not bad. You know, it's definitely not like Madden, but you know, it's a fun game. And then one other item I wanted to include on this really quick is something I forgot from my PlayStation 3 collection, and that's Fallout 3, the Collector's Edition. This one comes in the lunchbox with the Pip-Boy bobblehead. Well, not the Pip-Boy, but the Vault Boy bobblehead, and you know, just the whole art book and making of. Really cool collection. I got it really cheap, so I liked it. And that's pretty much it for the collection, guys. I'm pretty much done with the collections. Once I get that equipment in, I'm going to do some reviews and things like that. You know, hardware reviews, software reviews, and we'll get more into the PlayStation universe. I'd like to take this time to shout out a couple of my only couple of subscribers so far, to Finite and Zaycrests. I want to say thank you, guys. Appreciate you for subscribing to my channel and supporting me, especially Finite, for all your words. Really appreciate it. Look forward to hearing from you guys again. And to everybody else, please rate, subscribe, comment, let me know what you think. You know, this is a work in progress, so I hope to put some stuff out that you guys want to watch and you guys appreciate. So, you know, drop me a line, whatever you want to do, and we'll talk. So until then, I'll talk to you guys later.